The first thing I would like to do is show you something technical. I'm going to show you a website. Some of you must have heard of this company update on 1Page Supersite. So, if your income could just be doubled, would that interest you?
Yes.
So, for that you need to see what I'm going to share with you first, and then I'm going to show how that's possible. It's going to be more than doubled actually, based on the people who take actions. Of course, I'm not making any income claims here, but if that could happen, right? Think about this. There are over 1 trillion websites in the world. Not even 1% look like what I'm going to share with you. Think about the costing people spend on building websites. Think about where they have to go and look for all those kind of IT guys to do it. And then think about they getting it from the comfort of their home without even stepping out of the door. And then think about you getting paid for it. Both commissions, direct commissions, and a residual income on that. You don't have to be a programmer. You just have to be a YOBSN owner. Let's say that there's a person, it doesn't matter whether this guy is a free guy or a new guy who's not even in YOBSN or a YOBSN owner, it doesn't matter who this person is. It's open to the world, open to the market when it's coming out, right? Of course, here's the thing. You go in, you fill a form, okay, I want these many pages, all of that, pictures, write up everything. By the time you're done filling up the form, within the next 48 hours, your site will be up and running. This kind of site. Wow. Think about that. So anyone who knows how to fill a form can have his own website. As easier as you can imagine, right? Can you imagine that? Not bad, right? Now, what if you could actually earn money on that? Okay? That's what I'm going to share with you now. So this is just one of our products that we are working on. So now let's look at 3 packages. 125 US dollars, 200 US dollars, 400 US dollars. This website will be available in 3 different packages, depending on the button you need. Of course, the company has not yet come out with exclusive features, what will be the features there, but the idea is that the more bigger, the more heavier the website is, the more expensive the package will be. Your cheapest is 125 US dollars. Your most expensive is 400 US dollars. How many people you know in your country who can build a website for 125 US dollars that looks like that? Think about that. Pretty much no one. A website like this would at least cost you over $1,000, at least. Now, how does this work? Anyone who wants to build a website, what do they do? By the time they come and purchase any of these packages from Smartmedia, they will automatically become a YOBSN free user, first of all. Secondly, what Smartmedia says, YOBSN owners, Smartmedia paid members or YOBSN owners can actually earn money. What do they earn? They will earn a direct bonus of $25, $50 or $150. Once this package has been sold or purchased by that particular person in your network. How cool is that? Just like our existing packages, except that the people who purchase these packages will not be YOBSN owners. YOBSN packages are different. This will be website packages. These people won't have any income plans. This is pure sales. That's it. That's all that there is to this. They don't go in the tree and all that. These guys don't go in the tree, pure sales. Okay, with me? But there's something more. So Smartmedia is already paying what? 20%, 25%, 37.5% already to you from the effort that they're putting in to build the website. Not bad. They're doing something more. They're saying, you know what, we're also going to pay you team commissions. 100 points, 100 points, 200 points in your tree. Now this is where it gets pretty interesting. So you've got one of these guy in your network who has people who want to build websites. He goes and sells one of these packages. The points go all the way up to every single person. You know how team commissions work, right? It goes all the way up. What is the limit on team commissions? Yeah, there's one cap, $50,000 a week. So is it going to boost your team commissions? Big time. Big time. Right? Wow, think about that. Think about any person who is a non-IT guy. Any person who is a non-IT guy who can own a website as little, as expensive, and then all these points in residual income. For example, right now someone purchases a package in your network for $400. You get a one-time 200, right? One-time 200 points, right?
Yes.
Are you getting any other points from this guy? There's one other point you get if he pays his monthly subscription, which is over $30 when he earns more than $100, right? Then you get 30 points. But here, when this guy goes and sells one of these packages, you're getting 200 points all the way up. The guy who's selling the package, everyone else all on the way up. This is crazy, guys. This is passive income. There are 1 trillion websites, let me tell you that. Wait till they come to know about this. What's going to happen? Can you imagine where we're going with this? Mind-blowing. I mean, this is what I love about small media. They just never keep impressing. Always keep doing it. They have this wow factor. So imagine all of you, or any one of you sitting over here who has no clue how to build a website and you're actually getting paid thanks to smart media. How cool does that sound? Wow, amazing, isn't it? For IT guys, like me maybe, not such a great news. Right? So that's how competitive the world is becoming. Amazing. This is one of the announcements, and our COO, our Chief Operations Officer, Ken Bruff, has an amazing video in company updates. Please go through that video. It's like an 8 or a 9-minute video. Go through that video. It's amazing. Where he's actually showing you a few more things. The things I told you about, he's actually showing that in a video. On a tablet, how it would look like, and all those visual designs and all of that stuff. Wow, coming soon. Right? Now, while this is coming soon, what can you do today? Someone said, wait for it. Yeah, you can do that. Or you can go and start sharing with people today. Hey, hold on. There's something very interesting coming out. Now, this thing has something else called as web hosting, which is a $30 every 6 months for hosting this site on the Smart Media service. Of course, the company will come out with more details. This is non-commissionable. So, when we were discussing this with Smart Media and they said non-commissionable, I said, I don't care, it's okay, because I'm very happy with this. With all the commissions given out over here, very generous. Very, very generous. For the effort you have put in, which is what? Showed someone how to fill a form and the website will be ready in 48 hours. For that effort, it's a pretty good deal. Isn't it? So that's one amazing announcement I wanted to share with you first of all. Alright? The more people you go and share with, or look for people who need to build a website, tell them to hold on for a while. Something absolutely amazing. A 1Page Supersite is going to come out. Your entire website, doesn't matter how much information, doesn't matter how many pictures you have, will be on one page. Nicely, neatly arranged, automatically customizable pictures based on the devices you use. All done. You're on an iPhone, let's say, the picture will automatically readjust itself. Cool, right? So that's one feature that's going to come out very soon. Okay? The first thing I want to share with you. Now the next thing is, so any questions on this before I rub this thing off, because we are then going to the next topic. Of course, there's so many gray areas here which is not yet covered because the company has not yet come out with this. So watch out for the company announcements on this one. Now the next thing is something more amazing. You might be reading company updates. In fact, there was a company update in the last 24 hours that spoke about how your smart mail will look on a YOBSN Mobile page. Yep. Right? So that's the next thing. But before I talk about YOBSN Mobile, I want to share something very, very important with you. And then what I'll do is I'll save this for a while. I'll talk about something else more important, and then we'll talk about YOBSN Mobile. How many of you in this room, by a show of hands, can actually tell me that you have been to an event where 2,000 people were sitting in a hall? How many of you? Let's say show of hands. Alright, okay. Alright, so that's like 5% people in this room, and you went up on the stage and you took an award with 2,000 people clapping. Can I see a show of hands? Alright, there we have one person there, two over there, and how does that feel? Right, it's hard to put it in words, right? That's what I want to talk about next. What we did in the last 17 months or 16 months when we started building this country is going to be summarized in one evening. The Oscars, Smartmedia's Oscars. What we did in the last 17 months is going to be summarized in one evening, Smartmedia's Oscars. Now what is Smartmedia's Oscars? Imagine if you were invited for an Oscar. Presuming you acted in a movie or something like that, right? So you as YOBSN owners being invited to Smartmedia's Oscars. This is a day when we will have an international event. When I say international, I'm talking about representatives coming from at least 16 different countries. I'm not even talking about Smartmedia as a company. I'm just talking about the Smartmedia which is only within my network. That's it. 2,000 people approximately being there to witness what? To see what? To see a recognition night? No, it's a lot more bigger than that. To see history in the making. Why do I say that? To see what? To see history in the making. If you have actually bought one of our tickets, it says history in the making. Why? What is so special about it? Why am I saying that? Because this will be the first time ever, both in the company Smartmedia and in Malaysia, an event of this magnitude has been done by Smartmedia. Now imagine this, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, I don't know how long it takes. What if Smartmedia is a Fortune 500 company? You really want to miss this event? It's first ever? Wow, think about that. Those of you who have gone through the PowerPoint slides, that's one of our visions, right? To be the top 500 biggest companies in the world, right? Or 500 Fortune technology companies in the world. Wow. So, first ever event. You can attend the second one if it's ever done in your country. You wish. This one is happening in your country. You know, the people flying in from different, yeah, I can say I've got people flying in from US, Middle East, Australia. I'm thinking about continents, you know, Asia of course is there. Pretty much people flying, Africa, people flying in from all continents, all 5 continents to be in your country. For what? For history in the making. International performers. I won't say celebrities, but international performers will be there. The lowest or the smallest award is Leadership Matching Bonus Level 3. 14 directs, right? Can I say a show of hands? How many of you in this room are an LMB3? 14 directs. Just by a show of hands. Okay, great. You've got 11 more days to go. Now why would you want to be there? Why? Can you imagine coming up on stage to receive an award with 2,000 people clapping, recorded, going in history books, and the cutoff date is 31st of December. You miss it, wait till 2015 if it's done in your country again. Really want to miss it? That's what's happening here. Now this was the lowest award or the smallest award. Okay? Now let me give you an idea what this award will look like. There's one company in this country that I was told of that actually does digital printing, yeah, if that's the right word, or engraving on a glass. So you'll be having kind of an A4 size glass, I won't use the word trophy, but a glass frame with actually the design of Smartmedia saying that you were recognized as a Leadership Matching Bonus Level 3 achiever, and you were actually at that event with your name on it. This is the smallest of our awards. What would the big awards look like? You want to know what the big award will look like? Go home, watch Oscars. Go home, watch film fairs. They are huge industries within themselves, but that's what it would look like. Huge backdrop of an LCD screen as you walk in, someone recording, and 2,000 people looking at that. Things that probably we stretched ourselves to do because we wanted to make it what? Spectacular. almost a $500,000 ringgit event. You sure you want to miss it? Think about it. Now let me show you what happens if you do miss it. I didn't bring any tickets today to show you samples, but the digital copy is available on Facebook, so you can go and have a look at it over there. The ticket has a trophy. That's the trophies we are going to give away in real. Okay. Now, if you do miss this event, and I hope not, for your own business sake, for your own growth sake, I hope not. Could you imagine the energy in that room? Could you imagine how that would be? Those few hours would be life-changing. Have you ever been to an event, function, where you went in and you're like, whoa, you know, that was amazing. Concert, you know, whoa, that was amazing. I'll do it again, right? Something like that. And then, have you ever regretted not being in a place? How many of you would have turned down Oscars? Or Filmfare Awards? Just as a guest, no need to come on stage, just as a guest, how many of you would have turned down? So imagine you'd be sitting with people who are 5-figure income earners, 6-figure income earners, best of the best, cream of the cream in this region, especially in this region. And then imagine if you don't. The next event may not even be in your country. How many of you would actually want to fly and be in different countries because you missed 2014? You have to wait for the whole year. You have to wait for the whole year to pass by for the next event. Can you feel the magnitude of what we're sharing here with you? Someone said this is a recognition event. I said no, it's not. It's huge, it's massive. It's not just about recognition. It's a day when lives will be transformed. 6 figures are going to become 7-figure income earners, millionaires. In your country, next year, 2014, we're expecting at least 12. Wow, where are you? Where do you want to be? A lot of people will be making New Year resolutions. You know that we're coming to that time of the year when they make New Year resolutions. More than what, 90%, 95% will break it. In less than 30 days, in 90 days, they won't even remember what the resolution was. So 12 months minus 3 months gone by, you still have a lot of months to pass by. Don't be that person. You've got a resolution. We are finishing 2013 with a bang. $4.3 million, guys, come on. For a company that didn't even exist 16 months ago in your country. For a company that started with just 2 people from Gurney Hotel in Penang. The pictures are there on Facebook. You can have a look at them. What do you think 14,000 people are going to do in 2014? If 2 people did that, what do you think 14,000 will do? You kind of understand the concept of nuclear explosion, right? How the concept works. It's not like an atomic bomb, right? Boom. It actually starts happening there. So that's what's happening right now. Here's a tip. I'll give you a simple thing to understand. Any business that goes big goes through 3 stages. Stage 1, ridicule. People make fun of you. For example, Google, I still remember when Google came out like 14-15 years ago. People were like, what? They couldn't say how Google is like, Google, how you say now? They couldn't pronounce it. Then Yahoo came out. What nonsense is that, These geeks. Geeks were the people who used to use internet. Geeks means those computer IT guys, funny looking guys with spec, So these were the people, they believed internet was for. Geeks, okay? These geeks are gone crazy with yahoo.com and all those kind of things. Facebook came out. What did people think of the CEO of Facebook? Pretty crazy, right? Expelled from Harvard and going to start a company called The Facebook. Who cares? Who cares? I can attach my picture in an email. Why do I want to share it with others? Especially in a lot of Asian countries, that's pretty private, isn't it? Now look at Facebook. So one idea, one thought was alone for them to become as big as they are today, right? And history is filled with many, many examples. I'm just giving you some IT examples here. Right? With what we are doing in Smart Media, boy, with just what I showed and what I'm going to share with you about YOBSN Mobile, whoa, every single thing that I'm going to share you could generate you a fortune. Every single stream of what Smart Media is offering you can generate you a fortune if you really work on the idea. Can you imagine that? Then what happened? Stage 1, people make fun, people make fun, people make fun. What happens? Then you get to stage 2. If you ever get that far, right? Stage 1 so much fun, people lose concentration. But if you do reach stage 2, what do you have? Acceptance. People start accepting you. People started accepting Google. People started accepting Yahoo. People started accepting Facebook. It took Facebook 4 years to even start getting accepted by people. There's a very easy way to ask this. Facebook has been in existence for over 8 years. Okay? Here's a question. How many of you were using Facebook 5 years ago? Can I see a show of hands? How many of you in this room were using Facebook 5 years ago? Can I see a show of hands? 5 years ago. Okay, 1, 2, 3. How many of you are using Facebook today? Can I see a show of hands? Right? Makes sense? What I just said? Stage 1, ridicule. People will make fun of you. Stage 2, acceptance. People start accepting you. Stage 3, a brand. For example, if someone asks you, so what's your Facebook address? And you're like, I don't use Facebook. They will look at you. As if you committed a crime or something. Brand. If you ask someone, hey, Google that information. The guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He'll be like, what Stone Age guy? You know which one is? Yeah, this guy is it, right? Brand. Right? Makes sense? Wow. 3 stages, if they ever make it that far. Why am I sharing this with you? Let me tell you what our CEO said. In the next 3 years, if people are not on YOBSN, doesn't matter. Whatever they're using, free, paid, doesn't matter. If they're not on YOBSN in the next 3 years, they won't be taken seriously just the way they won't be taken now if they don't have any email address. Just the way they won't be taken seriously now if they don't have a website or a social network. Very big statement. So in Malaysia, where are we? Which stage are we on in Malaysia? Stage 1? Alright. How many of you think it's stage 1? Can I see a show of hands? It's good to know, right? Okay, a few. The others are like, let me play it safe. Okay, I believe, and there's no hard and fast rule to find this out, I believe we are in a stage where we're getting into stage 2. Not there yet, getting into stage 2. I've got a chance to meet a couple of new people in the last few days, and guess what? Half of them already knew about Smartmedia through someone else. In KL. Yep. Wow. So we're getting into that stage. Could you imagine being a pioneer in stage 1? Could you imagine being the CEO of Facebook or one of the shareholders of Facebook, or 14 years ago being with Google or Yahoo or any of those internet giants, what they stand for today? Because that's the opportunity you have with Smartmedia today. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine what I'm talking about? I mean, how many people really cared about Facebook 8 years ago? How old is yours? 1 year? Less than that? With over 1 million users already. Now think about that. What do you think these 1 million people are going to do? Spread. If they just go and share with one person, you've got 1 million new users. Can you imagine? That's the power of what happened to Facebook. People are wondering today, how come this company is so big? All of this happened in the last, what, 72 months? How come the numbers went so big that they cannot be ignored anymore? Acceptance was one thing, they're now a brand. You know, people selling mobile phones and, whatever, they use Facebook. Facebook enabled, something like that. Why? It's a brand. Where will you be when that happens with Smartmedia in your country? Someone told me, probably in Hawaii, sipping my drink on a beach. Probably yes, right? But that's why this meeting is important. You need to realize the time and the place you are in right now. There were people who came up to me and said that, Mr. Tahir, we wish we met you 16 months ago. Well, there were people who gave me a very tough time 16 months ago. How about that? Right? So, it's never too late. But there will be people who will tell you 3-4 months down the line, oh, we wish we were there when these announcements were made. Too bad. But guess what? So time is in your favor. Question is, what are you going to do about it? Do you think Facebook is the only idea that ever came on this planet about social networking? Absolutely not. There was something called as Friendster, you know that. Where are they today? Anyone? Anyone is on Friendster, by the way? No more friends. Right? We're laughing about it. There used to be something very big. And why? It's not the idea. It's how you execute that idea is more important. You all have equal opportunities, just like any of the 14,000 people in your country or YOBSN owners. How come only a few are six-figure income earners? Did Smartmedia give them a different income plan? No. What changed? Did they get very lucky? No. What changed? They took action. They took action when most people doubted. That's called the first mover advantage. Why? First mover advantage means you taking action when other people are doubting it. 8 months ago, pay-per-click was not there in YOBSN. People doubted. Some of them did over 100 cycles in a month. Wow. As soon as pay-per-click came out, why? It's the groundwork that's important. And I'll give you one more example of groundwork. Before Smartmedia, some of you would know that I was in a real estate business in Dubai, right? So I used to pass the tallest tower every day. First 3 years, okay? All I could see was fence. Fence, that's it. That's all what I could see. A huge fence, around. If you drive through the fence, probably it would be around 7 kilometers or 8 kilometers. Just the fence area, okay? Big. Hey, something is wrong with this tower. It's just not coming up, And then you will be surprised in the next 2.5 years, the whole tower was done. What I found out was, the more higher the tower goes, the more deep you have to go. That's why I couldn't see anything for almost 3 years. Make sense? Same works true with your life. Same works true with your business. You want to go high, go deep down, build your bases right. I think you can start and collapse quickly. Make sense? Most people don't have the patience to do that. 1 dig, 2 dig, 3 dig, boom. They get buried in it. True. True. But this didn't happen, and that didn't happen, and that event came, and this happened, and my family happened. How about all the others? One of the things we do is, when you go back, try it out. One of the things we do is we look at someone who's successful, and we say, wow. We look at the end result. How about the effort that goes into it? I'll share a small joke with you. I'm terrible in cooking, okay? I love biryani, just so that you know. Okay, and I'm like, I need to learn how to do that. And once someone started teaching me how to do that, I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to do that again. I'm happy eating it. Right? So you get what I'm saying? Someone has to do that work to build that business. Yeah, those sleepless nights, those pains, those rejections, those times when you're doubtful. Otherwise, why will it come to you? It won't come to you. It will go to someone else who is doing better than you. Success is hungry, looking for people, looking at every one of you. Should I come over here? No, this guy's busy sleeping. Or this guy's busy eating popcorn, watching a movie this weekend. It will just go to the person who deserves it the most. Not who wants it the most. Not who desires. Who deserves the most. Make sense? Why am I telling you all this? Because I'm going to tell you something very interesting. And I really mean it. I'm talking about a fortune. Why? Because this time is not going to come back with YOBSN Mobile. What is YOBSN Mobile all about? But here's the deal with YOBSN Mobile. And I'm going to write it down as well. We're going to have what? A $600 package called Professional Plus, right? We know that, right? Now, in a $600 package, what are we going to have? We're going to have a direct bonus of $225 US, 37.5% payout, which is pretty high. We're going to have a team commission of 300 points. This is what we know about YOBSN Mobile or a Professional Plus package, right? What's the deal today? The deal is you don't have to pay what? You don't have to pay 600, and what do you have to pay? Just pay the $400. For an average person, the thought is, oh, I'm going to save $200, which is right. But that's all what they think about. There's nothing wrong with that. For a pioneer, my God, how many am I going to share this with who will pioneer in my network building YOBSN Mobile? Why is the company giving you all the things? We have already started beta testing, by the way. Again, I'll take 60 seconds to show you something. Just started beta testing. But why is the company showing you smart mails and games are running? We even have videos. I think it's a few seconds video where it shows everything is perfectly running from the developers on YOBSN Mobile. Why? Does the company have to, say, okay, save $200? No, Smartmedia doesn't need to do it. The product is so powerful that when it comes out, Smartmedia says, you pay that extra $200, otherwise you're not going to get it. You will pay. Why do I know that? Not just because I believe in it, but because I'm using it as a beta tester. That's why I can see that. Can you imagine what I'm talking about? They didn't have to do it. 100,000 people pay $200. What happens to Smartmedia? That's a lot of money. We could have made money easily. It's not about making money for them, right? Working to make the world a better place. That's what our motto is, our objective is, right? How do you do that? By doing things like this. Did we have to pay you a direct bonus of $225 US? No, we didn't have to. In fact, there were suggestions where people said, don't pay. The company said, we will. We will pay as much as we were paying on the professional package, if you do the percentages. Wow. Why? 300 points. Your tree is out of balance. One sign up, cycle bonus. One sign up, cycle bonus. Wow. But you have to build the groundwork today. That's important. And that's not happening, isn't it? Time is running out. This offer has been there for over 30 days. So I'll give you a quick comparative analysis. And there are people in your country doing very good building this. They're extremely excited taking advantage of this. Why? They're getting the groundwork ready. Why? Because most people look at the end result. Oh wow, how did that happen? Oh wow, why does this guy cycle out 167 times in a month? Our highest cycle bonus achiever cycled out 167 times in the month when the company announced this offer. Why? Why? What is he doing? He's building the base. He's getting ready. Makes sense? Okay, now let me give you two comparisons over here. Two comparisons of yourself. To show you something very interesting. Now this is U1. I'll use another marker to show you U2. You decide which U you want to be. Now, there are no time limits when YOBSN Mobile is coming out. There's no time limit. I don't know when that's going to happen. What I do know is we have started beta testing. Company has announced this, we are doing it. You'll see some of it live today. Not on YOBSN Mobile, but the YOBSN game. Which means what? Which means we are getting closer, right? Not far away, right? Okay, so let's say, this is an example, it could be faster than that. Let's say in the next 30 days, U1 is this guy who's like, oh, you know what, I'm going all out from tonight. With Christmas around the corner, with New Year around the corner and all those resolutions around the corner, I'm going all out tonight. Okay, this guy says in the next 30 days, I'm going to go and get 100 people in the next 30 days. Of course, I'm not talking about your directs, I'm not talking about your team. As a pioneer, you need to think as a team. Okay? I'm going to go and get 100 people in a professional package. And I'll give you a tip. Go home, open your back office, click on accounting, click on payment statistics. Click on payment statistics. In payment statistics, if you see basic and basic plus members, ask yourself why are they still in basic? Why did they not upgrade? The first thing you want to know is, did anyone even bother telling them about it? Or just presumed they're dead? They might be, you might be right. If the company is going the extra mile, are you going the extra mile? Think about it. Because the ones who are going are doing great. And again, when this is finished, you will see the real result. Then you'll be like, wow, how did that happen? This is how it's happening. That's what I'm sharing with you, the secret. Right? So what do? So let's say this guy goes and gets his team. There's nothing wrong with it. If someone comes in a smaller package, push, work. Get their efforts, get them upgraded. Right? Pay the difference, get them upgraded. You can't say I don't have money and I don't want to perform, right? You can say, okay, I don't have money. Perform, upgrade. But you can't say I don't have money and I don't want to perform. That's not being fair, right? Okay? So, go all out. Let's say you manage to do this in 30 days. There are 100 people there who are bought in a professional package in your network, okay? Now, let's say that YOBSN Mobile magically is still not yet released. Okay? So, let's do another 30 days. Now what we're doing is, when they see you as crazy as you should be, what happens? They go and share the business with another 100. Okay, 100 is too much. They go and share the business with just 10 people. Okay, just go and share the business with what? Another 10 people. Now what do we have? We have another 1,000 people in the next 30 days in what? In a professional package. We're just talking about professional package. Why? Because the offer is still on. Can finish anytime, okay? Now let me give you an idea of what happened here. Okay? We're writing over here. 1,000 people have a sponsor, someone sponsored them, right? Every time someone sponsors, what happens? $150, right?
$150,000.
There's $150,000 that would be paid out to these 100 people in your network in direct bonus. Think about this. How is that going to change their lifestyle? That's a lot of money we are talking about. That's 38% payout, right? Approximately. That's $150,000 already paid out to these guys. What will their mindset be by now? If you got even, let's say, $10,000 US in what? In 30 days, what would your lifestyle be? What would your mindset be? How much would you be more sold out on Smart Media? What would your full-time job become? Right? See what's happening here. Now, not just that. Okay, these guys, big deal. 100 people made $150,000. It's a pretty big deal. Remember that. You change the lifestyle of your people, your lifestyle changes, right? That's the beauty of team commissions. Now, let's see what happens next. Now, 1,000 people added 200 points to your network. 200,000 points came to you. But what happened? 200,000 points came to you. Remember, when I say you, it doesn't mean it skipped all of them. It went through them to come to you, right? Team commission, oh. Presuming YOBSN Mobile has not yet been launched. Presuming the offer is still on. I'm doing 30 days, you do 15 days. You do 10 days, I'm just giving you an example here. What am I doing? I'm comparing this guy who can take all the action in the world today compared to a guy who is waiting. So I'll come back to that guy in a while, okay? So let's stop here and now let's look at this guy. Okay, now let's understand this guy's psychology. This guy is like, see, I told you these guys are not going to launch YOBSN Mobile. They're just going to keep giving these and these. I'll wait. And then what happened? 30 days pass. Probably he's not even active right now. Or he's like, I'll wait and see what happens. Now with 0 people, how good is he going to do in the next 30 days?
0.
0, right? He's like, I'm seriously not going to work this company anymore now. I might do a few money games in the middle and try and see if we can get some money from there or do some part-time jobs and things like that, or keep doubting the company. Okay? His action, right? Now what happens when YOBSN Mobile comes out here? Let's say January, February. Let's say this is 28th of February. Let's put a date. Again, I'm not saying it will. I don't think it will come out that late, but just for an example here to understand to see the real picture. 28th Feb, what happens? YOBSN Mobile comes out. Now this guy, let's say, is more excited than you. He's going to go all out. Okay? So what happens now? He starts with how many people?
0.
He starts with 0 people. He's totally crazy. He goes all out. You know, he's not sleeping, he's not eating, he's not drinking. Question: do you think he's going to sign up 1,000 people?
No.
Do you think he have a team of 1,000 people? At this point, he's at 0. At this point, you're already at 1,000 people. Remember, the reason you see any of these companies become so big, whether it's Google, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Yahoo, whether it's Facebook, it's because of the power of people. Do not underestimate 3 billion people using internet, right? Because of the power. And of course, they have a valuable product to offer or a service to offer, but set aside. Can you imagine what's happening here? Why is it that in the last 2 years, Facebook grew more bigger and faster than they ever did in the history? So 8 years, right? 6 years growth of Facebook is much lower than the last 2 years. Why? Why? I'll ask you another question. 1.2 billion people use Facebook today. If they find one new person who's not on Facebook, what happens to Facebook? Facebook grows to 2.4 billion people. See what's happening? And put money with it. What if this was money? That's what's happening here. So just missed the most important time. This guy is what? A pioneer? No, there's no way this guy can be a pioneer. This guy is a pioneer. Whatever results this guy gets, if this guy got 10 and 100 here, he's still way ahead of this guy. Make sense? So it doesn't have to be this, but these are just examples, and this is very much doable. The reason I gave this example is because this is doable. There are, how many sign-ups do we do? We have around average over 1,000 to 1,100 YOBSN owners, new YOBSN owners coming every month in your country. Very real example. What's going to happen after YOBSN Mobile? The numbers will just go crazy. Why? Because someone is doing the hard work today, while someone is waiting. So this guy goes all out, and now he says, you know what? Watch me. I'm going to, in the next 30 days, really do amazing. Okay, so this guy in the next 30 days goes and gets 100 people through his team, and you know, if that's even possible, what's going to happen here? Let's see. In the next 30 days, your 1,000 people go and get 10 people each because YOBSN Mobile has been released. Let's say this time, what just happened? 10,000 people. Can you even possibly compare that? You can't. What happened? This is called the first mover advantage. If you ever hear me say this word again, this is what I mean. Right? There will be people who will come here, and you know what? Who will say, what were you waiting for? Didn't you look at that guy? And what can you do then? Can you rewind the time back? No, you can't. You can't. If you want to know what this looks like, what this feels like, I wish I could bring some of those people who said no to me 16 months ago up over here. I don't know where they are these days, but if I could bring them up over here, they'll tell you what it feels like. Some of them, they give me all the reasons why this business will not work. And by the way, they told me that they were very busy also. They were too busy to do the $4 million business, right? That's what Smartmedia is today, right? Over a $4 million business. So it's never about being busy. It's never about being busy. It's about prioritizing what you have. If someone tells you they're busy, they're saying you're not important, or your opportunity, your business is not important. That's the only meaning. Did God give anyone less hours in a day? Can you think of anyone? From Bill Gates to the poorest person on this planet? Everyone gets 24 hours, right? So how come some people are very busy? They have other priorities in that. As simple as that. Set new standards. You want to do this? Set new standards. Set new belief systems. Set new mindsets. What am I showing you? Why am I still excited after $4.3 million and all the passive income coming into me? Why? Boy, this is not just about making some money. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity probably for me. Because you know what? I've been in direct sales 18 years. I've been in IT or internet online for 18 years. Trust me, never ever there was a Fortune 500 potential company who came and told me that we're going to give you a share. I would be happy if Google offered that to me 14 years ago. I'm not sure if I would have taken it then or not, because it's hard to believe that that's so big. Today, 14 years ago, Smartmedia is giving you that today. You really want to wait? So every time you go home, you celebrate a nice weekend, and you're watching your movie and you relax and you're comfortable, think about this. Is that what you really want? I don't have anything against you watching a movie or relaxing. You do the right thing at the wrong time, you get paid. Remember this. You do the right thing at the wrong time, you get paid. You do the right thing at the right time, you have an opportunity. You probably could have an opportunity of a lifetime. So, what? All of this is going to happen in less than 90 days, guys. Maybe less than 60 days. You really want to wait? Prioritize things in your life. When you leave from here today, ask yourself, hey, this year is coming to an end. There are people cycling out like crazy in this country. Why? Why am I not doing it? What is it that I'm not doing? Go back to your team leader. Get all the knowledge you're getting from here, and if I'm being recorded, listen to it. Find out what is it that you're not doing and start doing it. Will it be easy? No. But at the end, it would be worth it. You know? At the end, it will be worth it. So fight for it. That's what YOBSN Mobile is all about. This is where fortunes start coming in. I didn't even do the calculation for 10,000 people. But could you imagine having a network 90 days from today which could potentially look like this? Now let me share with you a real story. This is the story of my upline and a very dear friend of mine, Stephen Wright. Okay, with his last company before Smartmedia. This other company is a telecommunications company in Australia. Okay, they didn't have a product. Coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. So what he did was he went all out, building the business. He believed in the management, the company. He went all out. His very good friend Carol was skeptical, doubtful, and said, "I will wait." So what happened? In about 90 days, when Steven went all out building the business, his income reached around close to $3,000 a week. Okay, coming soon. Okay, Smartmedia never was coming soon since 2009. We never were coming soon. We always had a product. Something more was coming soon. Okay, this company didn't have a product. Okay. Now what happened is when the product came out, this lady Carol, because I'm mentioning the names, but the story is public. Carol said, "Okay, I'm going to go all out now," and she is good. You want to know how good Carol is? After 150 direct sign-ups in Smartmedia, she stopped counting.
Wow.
Okay, that's how good she is. Okay, so what happens with this last company? Carol says, "I'm going to go all out and really blast this business," and she starts doing that. In about the next 60 days, after the launch of the product, about next 60 days, Steven Wright's income went from approximately $3,000 a week to $35,000 a week. Real story, guys. Do you think Carol would have done that? Nothing even close to that. The competition became more because the product is out. More people knew about that company and the product, it became more difficult. That's what happened. Real story, guys. It's in one of our company updates as well, long time ago. Really, guys? So when I show you these numbers, trust me, this is happening. A year ago when I shared with some of our leaders, we were going to look at something around $3 to $4 million in sales. They couldn't understand what I just said. What? We were very small. When we did our mega event, the big event, the 800 people event in Sunway Lagoon Club in March, we were not even $2 million in sales. See what's happening? It's speeding up. So in the next 12 months, what are we looking at? $40 million. Today, if I go and talk to some of the people, what are you talking about? $40 million? Are you kidding? Are you serious? That's exactly what people told me 12 months ago. Yeah, we are very serious. We are in a very serious business, guys. So my advice is, get serious. Whether you're doing this business full-time or part-time, do it with a full-time attitude. When you have to work, work. Okay, that's very important. Okay? So, that's what YOBSN Mobile is going to do. Okay? Now, let me tell you something, and I've always been on a camera telling this, and I'm very proud to say this because this is true. Do you know that in the last 5 years, only on Apple platform or iOS, over 1 billion apps were downloaded? Statistics. I'm not talking about Android, iOS, Apple, or Apple Store. 1 billion apps were downloaded by the users. Last 5 years. The number is increasing every minute, every hour. Can you imagine that? Now, what if I told you that YOBSN Mobile beats any other app out there in the world? To check my mail, I need to download an app called Yahoo Mail. But I can't Google on that app, can I? Certainly doesn't pay me. Certainly doesn't give me any social points. See what I'm talking about. Okay? I can download Google Chrome as an app. That's a browser. It doesn't give me any laptops or referral roles. Doesn't give me 1,000 courses. Certainly doesn't pay me. These are some famous apps. I'm just trying to help you imagine what I'm talking about. If only I could give you my brain and my eyes so you can see what I see. And imagine what I'm imagining. Guys, 1 billion apps were downloaded, and I'm telling you that nothing even comes close to YOBSN Mobile. That's what I'm telling you. So how quickly will people start downloading YOBSN Mobile once it's out? In fact, they will do it so fast. When Facebook was launched, it didn't come out on an app. It took them for a while to come out on an app, and then you saw what happens. The growth. App is the next big thing, isn't it? So imagine an app that pays you on pay-per-click. Imagine an app which you can give to your friends and tell them that you are the owner of this network. That's what you are. Although the developers are Smartmedia, but you're the owner, right? Do you think all the apps are actually built by the owners themselves? No, someone does it for them. That's what's happening here. Smartmedia built it for you, you're the owners of it. Can you imagine giving that powerful piece of tool to someone on the smartphone? And what stopped you was that. What stopped you was this, was self-doubt. Self-doubt is what stops us, our number one enemy. It's small ways that comes from inside, right? Who are you kidding? 200,000 points? You must be crazy. We can't do that. Probably this guy is lying about it. Right? That inner voice. Self-doubt, that's it. Are you crazy enough to dream big? Most people are not. They compromise, right? Results, when results don't come, what do most people do? Say it's okay. I still don't understand how do people work on a Friday, fighting that traffic for hours and make it to their home. And they do it every week after week, month after month, year after year. I just don't understand. Can you imagine that? What will it cost you guys? Sweat, effort, rejections, believing in yourself. You're not doing it alone, you're doing it with a team that believes in you, right? Otherwise, why are you here today? Would have wished that we had a bigger room today? From all that you're listening and all that you've seen and all that's going to happen, all that I'm going to share with you. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to think. You know, there are two kinds of people I met when pay-per-click came out. One, people who started running over 100 cycles in a month. The other who said, yeah, very good. Pay-per-click is up and running. That's it. Which one are you? This guy is suddenly going to do that. When YOBSN, oh wow, YOBSN is up and running. But some guys will be doing this. And more than this guys. Because some of them have already started this 30 days ago. See what's happening? You want to rest after February 2014. My sincere advice is that 2 weeks ago approximately, I was in Philippines doing what? Building YOBSN, building a company with what? One person that I know in that country. I've kind of got into a habit of doing it, right? Why? Robert Kiyosaki says winning is a habit. But you have to build it. You can't wake up next morning and feel all excited and go and conquer the world. You can't do it in one day. You can't do it. You build a habit. Just like all your bad habits, you were not born with them, guys. You were not born with them. You build them. Okay? Similarly, you can build good habits. How do you do that? By consistently doing things again and again. I still remember Robert Kiyosaki. He said that when I want to finalize one real estate deal, one investment deal, I go through 100 deals to finalize one. How many people do that? Very, 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 very few. Then he says that when I start getting into the practice of doing it, it comes easy for me. Yeah? A couple of years ago, when I used to do training, I used to have all my notes over here. I would look at them and then talk and all that. What happened? Practice. Right? You do anything consistently, you practice, you get used to it. Now, here's the challenge. You can have good habits and bad habits, right? Both need practice. For example, I still don't understand how can people be stuck in a traffic jam for 2 hours? Practice. They've been doing it for months and weeks and years after years. Probably that's the only logical explanation to it, right? Otherwise, I just can't imagine how that's even possible. I just requested Leshmi that your leaders did an amazing job to actually have this event. So let's first give them a big round of applause for actually making this. And secondly, I told them, please don't do it on a Friday evening again. Okay, so whichever day, but not on a Friday evening, because I just can't imagine why. This is the thing, you need to change something when you leave from here. And it doesn't change in one night, make it a habit, right? So, you guys know my story. Came in this country knowing two people build a business that it stands for today. Going to a different country, doing the same thing and doing it again and again. Guys, if I can build a 4.3 million business, of course with the help of you guys, knowing two people in this country, don't you think you guys should do better than that? or that will still be a part of my business, but I'll be more than happy. Can you imagine? So if I can do that, why can't you? If I could do landing in Ipoh, calling my friend in Penang Island to pick me up, thinking it's a 5-minute drive, I just found out that it was like a different state. On my day one, it's a real story, you know? It's a real story. I'm like, okay, alright, sorry. The next state, that's how bad I was on day one, guys. Can anyone say they were worse than me? Or they are worse than me? No, can't, right? So it's not the resources that you have. It's how resourceful you become building the resources. Okay? Remember that. It's not the resources that you have. A lot of people are so focused on the resource. I cannot go presentation, I cannot do, I cannot take vision, I cannot. What can you do? Let's start with what you can do. And then surround yourself with people who can actually do that. My second highest income earner in this country hates computers. I wish you meet him one day. He got a Nokia Lumina smartphone, first time ever, and he really cursed that phone. He prefers the other one. The other one with buttons on it. The second highest income earner in this country. Why? Team commission doesn't say you need to be a software engineer, C++ programmer, and then we'll pay you $50 in every cycle, and then we'll pay you $50,000. No. It says you perform, doesn't matter who you are, what your age is, what your background is. You do it smart, you do it right, you get the right people, become resourceful, and the resources will flow. The more resourceful you are, the more money you will make. Have you ever wondered about something that you could be running around from one place to another to get one job done, the other guy just picks up the phone call and it's done?
Work smart.
Right? Yeah. Work smart. And how do you work smart? If you keep saying, I don't have that and I can't do this and I can't do that, that's not smart. Start looking. You're not good in presenting, start looking for people who are, get them in your business. You're not good in clicking on all those things, get those people. Set new standards. Get people who are like you, better than you. That's what I look for. I look for people who are better than me. Why? Good for me, right? Team commissions, that's the whole idea. So that's what you need to look for. Set new standards for yourself and then go out and look for it. Will it be easy to get people who are better than you in this business? No. Get your people. That's where your uplines come in. That's why it's called team commissions, not direct bonus. Why don't we remove all that money and put it in direct bonus? Why is it team commissions? Because we are in a networking business. We're not in a sales business. Not that I've got anything against them. It's a pretty tough thing to do. Sell them 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, you're still selling. That's what networking doesn't do. But what you need to realize is that you don't have to be a sales agent. Someone asked me, what business are we in? We're in a business where we build people. That's the business we are in. What kind of a business is that? Come on, I'll show you. Makes sense? So that's the business we are in, because otherwise, if you're just doing sales, what happens? Duplication doesn't happen. You're like, oh, okay, alright, doesn't matter. Next. You don't spend the time and energy. Sometimes what happens is, when you start Smartmedia, you've got like 10, 50, 20 people, the energy is gone out, and you're like, all I see is 20 people on my list. What most people don't have is the vision. When that energy is drained out, what you need is a vision, right? Where are you going with this? How much energy and effort, tell me honestly, would you spend on someone you knew you are gonna get paid for the rest of your life from? Think about that. 20% of the income, all the points, personal income, right? How much energy and time you're going to spend on someone if you knew you're going to earn money from for the rest of your life? A lot, isn't it? That's what it's going to take. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is that, with that, I'm actually going to show you the last piece. And what's that? That's YOBSN Mobile game. And I'm going to give you a shocking surprise. It shocked me, so it's certainly going to shock you. I believe in that. How do I get the projector? It's coming up, right? Okay, good. So one more shot, yeah? Alright. Let me see if my internet, choose a network. unable to join the network. Why is that? How do I check that? There's only one button, so can you press that? Oh, it's connected here. That's just the power. Oh. Is it on? It's not mine, it's Lashmi. So Lashmi, if you can help us with this. You can't see any lights. A little longer, is it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's still not connected. Mine is plugged in. Wait for the green light. Okay, alright. So I'm going to show you something exciting. Why is it shaky? So, less than 100 people in the world have actually seen a live demo of what I'm going to share with you. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what you're looking at in my hand is an Apple iPad Air. It's my first time using an iPad ever in my life. It's not a bad device, right? So I'm just telling you how lame I am when it comes to tablets and all that. It's a bit shaky, but you can kind of see what's happening, right? Can't get it better because I really want to show you the graphics. Let me see. It's quite clear?
Yes.
Alright. This projector is not Apple compatible. That's what Apple will say. Alright, okay. So over here, I'm actually going to pull out one of the apps that's over here. Bubble Champion. You've seen pictures of this. I'm actually going to play it live. I'm not a game guy, so you should know that. I'm not really good at it. Look at the graphics. Apart from the shaky stuff, all those dots, but it's pretty good. So when I saw the graphics for the first time, now someone like me who has never played a game or even used a tablet before, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is only 50% of the graphics you're looking at right now because we're still doing beta testing. So this will be one of the many games Smartmedia is going to come out with. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I click on Start. As you can see, pretty neat, right? All these different levels are there. So I'm just going to take this. On a level of 1 to 8, 1 being the least difficult, 8 being the highest difficult. If I had a choice, I'll go for 1. I'll just show you level 5. I'll just show you level 5. See what happens. She's speaking out already over there. Now this is very interesting. There's this yellow bird, because if I click on this yellow bird, what happens is my online shopping store opens up. And this is not a Smartmedia reward store. This is an in-game shopping store that opens up where you can buy. First, you'll be able to use your social points. Okay, here you can see at the back, 5 social points get super magic boost. Refills your power meter 50% faster. Now this is you using social points, 5, 9, 12, 7, 13, 10, all of those. Now that's stage 1. Stage 2, you will be able to pay money and get these. Let's say you ran out of points. What do you do? One, go and share with more people. Right? Not bad. I get a lot of invitations on Facebook. Come and play this game and that game. Right? Why? I'm running out of life. Please.
Candy Crush.
Yeah. Candy Crush. Yeah. That's one of them. So here, what's happening here? So if they pay, even let's say for 1,000 users, they pay $1. $1,000 goes to Smartmedia. Smartmedia says we're going to pay out 50% of that back to you. 50% payout on in-game purchases will be coming out. Not on social points, on in-game purchases. Can you imagine what's happening? Let me give you an idea. Angry Birds, 2 years, $350 million. If I move Angry Bird and put Smartmedia and $350 million, 50% paid out. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? With nothing like you can add friends and get social points. Imagine that. There's no owner who gets the money, only Angry Bird. Birds or Candy Crush. Just giving you some examples. We'll be having around 8 games to come up with. This is just one of the games. Okay? So how does the game work? Of course we'll have a proper tutorial, but I'm just kind of giving you an idea. I'm almost dead there. So that's it. You know? The bird also ran away. So the bird flies away, but look at that emoticon. Oh my god, what happened, right? Okay, now here, top scorers. Their avatars will be there, their points will be there, their names will be there. How cool is that? You break that, you get social points. Right? Now what happens when you break your 200th level in Angry Birds? You jump and you go for the next level, right? Imagine if you're getting social points. How cool will that be? Can you imagine what's going to happen? Can you, when I do Smartmedia presentation and when I'm on a slide like this, I tell people that we're going to change the way people are going to play games forever. That's what's happening here. Why? Why are we so different? Because this is a company where we give. None of the other companies do that, isn't it? Social networks, gaming companies, we're doing that. We're giving it back to you, free and paid, both. Okay? So, quit. Let's go to another level. Let's go to level 5. So, different difficulty levels, and these games are constantly being upgraded. There are different animations there. The bird will stay for a while, staring at me. So, just go and play this game. You can exchange these balls over here. They look the same to me. So, yeah. So, you press over there. These balls can be changed over there. Of course, all these different kinds of balls. So, we'll have tutorials for these. Okay? Where it will explain every single thing. You'll have a help button which you don't see it right now. He doesn't look so happy. So yeah, all of this stuff is going to happen. This is just one game, guys. Do you think Candy Crush is the best game ever on this planet that has ever come? No, pretty straightforward game. It's more addictive though, right? Imagine if Candy Crush or Angry Birds or Cityville or Farmville or any of those games actually had given you an incentive. Or think of someone who plays games who would have got an incentive. What will happen? And then, if it's a $350 million company, it would be a $1 billion company. And imagine if they shared that. There are programmers, day and night, working to make these games a living reality. Yet Smartmedia is going to go out and share with people. Can you imagine that? So what you just saw is a live demo of a Smartmedia game designed and developed exclusively by Smartmedia, perfectly running on an iPad Air. Now, let me show you on this. This is an iPod. I wish it was a mobile phone. Very nice. This is a mobile phone. Right? Okay, so here, also because we are beta testing, the game is up and running perfectly. So I'm just gonna, let me try something which I've not tried so far. Let me see if I can fix this. Apple device should work. Okay, if it works, great. Yeah, looks like it's gonna work. There you go. This is an iPod. There you go. Come on. Okay, so you go, you press on that, you choose your difficulty level, and you start playing the game. What am I showing you? It's working absolutely fine. This is a different level, okay. It automatically customizes the screen and every single thing over here for you. Press the bird, the in-game shopping opens up, and there you can go and play the game. So that's basically what I wanted to do, a live demo. He doesn't look happy either. Okay, to do a live demo of what an iPod or an iPad and what YOBSN Mobile will look like. Did Steve Jobs ever come to you and show you a live demo of an iPod before they launched it? Or did the CEO of Facebook tell you about it? I'm going to launch the Facebook, come and join me in this. I did tell a few people, 2 of them are multi-billionaires. Wow. You see where you're standing right now. You're standing on something bigger than a gold mine. Usually a lot of people never realize that. When you think about something in your life that you have taken for granted, and you realize the value of it when you lose it, right? Or when you're about to lose something very valuable, which you didn't care about, and you're like, oh, no way I'm going to give you that, right? So that's what's happening here. This time is not going to come back. Time waits for no one, right? Every day, every hour is counting. When you leave from here, guys, what are you going to do about this? About the event, about a fortune that's going to win. Remember I told you that I'm going to show you a fortune. This is only the basement. It's only you digging down. The real building, just do a projection of this. For the next 12 months, you'll see what building I'm talking about. What kind of fortune we're talking about. The question is, when you leave out from here, what will matter is your attitude, your belief, your action. You have seen enough. And it just keeps getting better. Next week, we're supposed to do a test for Discovery Adventure game. I told you I'm supposed to tell you something shocking, right? I'll write it down for you because you might not believe when I say it. Okay. Our social points reward store, okay, will have over 800 million products to choose from.
Whoa.
We're taking some of the biggest online companies, and we're combining them under the social points reward store. I was very happy with 1 million products because that's the power of being on the internet. We're going to take this. So a social point reward store will be a constant development. It's not just going to stop at one. That's where we are going with it. Like what I showed you was just the start of YOBSN. If that's the start, boy, the future looks bright, right? This is where we want to do, what we want to do with our social points reward store, guys. Serious. Could you imagine a community that does that? Could you imagine being the pioneers? There are people who are going to jump. I still tell this to my leaders that there are people who have not even signed up with Smartmedia or they're not yet YOBSN owners who will actually be millionaires in 2014. They'll come and beat you.
Yeah.
But you have that first mover advantage today. What are you waiting for, guys? That's fine. Do it. And the best place to start from is tonight. Go out and just ask yourself what you're not doing. It's a weekend, right? So what do most people do on a weekend? Why is there a traffic jam on Friday only? or at least that bad a traffic jam. Why? All plans. And I once asked a friend of mine, did anyone give you a script of inviting 5 friends for a movie? They were asking me for a script on how to invite people for Smartmedia. And of course we do have a script for that, but it should come from your heart. If you're confused, do it from your heart. How do you do it from your heart? You sign up, I'll get $150? No. Add value. You want to know what the secret of building a business? Add value. Whether it's free or paid, add value. Add value beyond what you can get to become a champion. As pioneers, that is the least that would be expected from you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be pioneers. It's not about making money. Money is amazing. Money is crazy. How much money do you need? After that point, it's about value. Why? Because if it's not about value, you learn an extra $1,000, you learn an extra $2,000, you're like, okay. Watching a movie on the weekend. Oh, bank account is okay. Why? Because that's all what you wanted. Once you start adding value, just look at all those unfortunate people whom we haven't reached yet in your country and in the countries surrounding you. That's the reason I was in Philippines. Not just the money, it's about adding value. They can use some of that. You could be the instruments to reach those people, thousands and millions of people. They're just waiting for you. Make sense? Add that value. Okay? So with this, as far as I'm concerned and the announcements are concerned, we're done. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to wrap this, but I'm going to take up any questions that you have. Anything that's stopping you from moving forward. Don't ask me how to convince people to join Smartmedia. So those are the basic training questions, right? So anything that you would like me to answer, any question whatsoever. Anything that's not clear?
Are these apps going to be on the App Store, or how, I mean, what's the model?
It will be a web app. Good question. Will this app be on an app store? Based on the knowledge or the demo I have seen, it will be a web app. You type in the website, and the website will look like an app. If anyone goes and looks at the demo video, you'll see it's a web-based. Why is it a web-based? Because we have a referral marketing system, don't we?
That's right.
And eventually, probably they'll come out on the App Store as well. You have to enter the referral ID as well. I don't know that, but it starts with the web app. Yeah, we can click and do all the things you want to do. But something else very interesting which really amazed me was our smart mail system, the announcement that the company made. You can start, I'll give you an example, I'll give you a real example. So let's say I'm outside, I don't have my laptop with me because my laptop cannot go in my pocket, my phone can, right? So I'm on a YOBSN Mobile sending a smart mail. I'm like, hey, okay, fine, this is okay. And I save my smart mail, but I go home and I'm like, okay, I go to my YOBSN, I open my smart mail, finish composing the mail, and I click on send, it goes. I could have started composing it from here. This is called real-time synchronization using all your devices using one user ID. Wow, real-time synchronization. So, I'm playing a game, okay, this was technical, right? I'm playing a game, okay, alright, fine, I go there. I'm not sure if this is for games or not, but I'm just giving you an idea. And I finish my game from my laptop, let's say. Or from my iPad, let's say. Real-time synchronization for Smartmedia. This was announced by Smartmedia in the company update. Wow, can you imagine? Who came up with this? There is another company, Google. Google has this option that if you synchronize your devices, what is seen on your browser, on your laptop, let's say, will be seen on your mobile phone as well. How cool is that? So we'll already be having this technology on my Smartmedia. I can't do this with Yahoo Mail, guys, just so that you know. It's a $42 billion company. We will be doing that. Okay? So yeah, so that's just another point that came to my mind. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
All these small things. Okay.